Hello!
Xin chào from Vietnam.
Over the last few weeks, Lan and myself have been researching Vietnam as an outsourcing destination for ITO and BPO services.
So Vietnam has been one of the emerging destinations for the outsourcing software industry for the last 8 years.
As a Tier 3 developing country in Southeast Asia, we've been looking into the impact of the industry on the socio-economic factors of the country, in particular the social impact of the growing industry on Vietnamese society.
So let's take a look at the recent trends of Vietnam as an outsourcing destination.
Vietnam's current ranking as an attractive country for outsourcing is 11, according to the A.T. Kearney Global Services Location Index. For the last 7 years, Vietnam has appeared in the top 15 of the index.
So the key reasons consistently cited over this period of time are cost, benefit, attractiveness of the country, and the large young talent pool potential. The greatest barrier to development has been the skill levels of potential employees, the foreign language capabilities of the workforce.
In 2015, the size of the total domestic IT industry was worth $49.5 billion US. The software sector is relatively small in comparison, but shows significant growth trend over the last 7 years. The size of the market measured $1.361 billion US in 2013. We have used software revenue to represent ITO and BPO data in the absence of specific outsourcing data records.
Our research explores any potential links between the growth of the ITO sector and the social economic development trends in Vietnam. We gathered a number of public international data sources to test our hypothesis that growth in the industry goes hand in hand with social inclusion, and to explore if growth translates into broad-based improvements in living standards for all citizens rather than just the privileged sector.
We discovered a very strong linear trend between software revenue and third-level education factors. As software revenue increases, the numbers graduating from college increase, the numbers of students studying internationally increase, and government expenditure on education increases. However, other social factors that indicate social inclusion and second-level education do not show such a correlation. There is no correlation at all between revenue and unemployment rates, and a weak linear trend for transition from secondary school to college.
But we want to know to what extent does it hold true across the significant income inequality that divides the Vietnamese population, especially as many countries are now facing the consequences of widening inequality acutely since the global financial crisis. A study in 2009 investigated the consequences of outsourcing labor-intensive activities to low-wage economies.
Their results showed up to very interesting conclusions. They showed that outsourcing actually raises unemployment and labour income risk of the unskilled sector, whilst increasing the inequality gap between high and low wage income earners.
So the second stage of our research will be aimed toward understanding that practices and policies the industry is adopting to improve the education and skill set of the population.
On the commercial side, we will examine some of the key players in the industry and the practices they have implemented over the last few years in an effort to contribute to increasing the skill base and capabilities of Vietnamese graduates.
Even though the relative size of the ITO industry is small in Vietnam, with our research, we intend to identify the factors that are making true contributions to human development factors across both sides of the inequality gap.
We hope that by highlighting key actions and policies, we will be contributing to the body of knowledge on the social impacts of the outsourcing industry.
So this is especially important as the industry is in its upward growth trend to increase its contribution to the country economy. Third, ensuring a positive impact on living standards and the social inclusion of its people.
Thank you very much for listening.
Cảm ơn bạn đã